All right, we're live. It says we're live. I guess so. I don't know how to work this thing. We don't really have a tech guy. I'm the tech guy, and I'm bad. I was going to say the R word, but first 30 seconds, we got to not do that. Apparently.
Let's see. My channel doesn't say if we're live or not.
We're not live on yours. We're just live on, I think, just this podcast.
Oh, I have to stream into my.
Oh yeah, you do. Oh, you definitely do. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
just got here. I just showed up.
What are you gonna do, man? Oh man,
I'm trying to get the game up in the background so I can watch that at the same time as doing this because Monday Night Football's on, first game of the year.
I'm watching it on my iPad right here. If I don't say it,
please tell me somebody caught Sam sipping on a White Claw.
Well, he is gay, and it's been past 30 seconds, so I can say that now.
And they don't know.
I also dressed the first episode.
Yeah. This is how I dress, boys. But I am dressed this way, and I did shave my beard in honor of Jimmy Buffett. That's what's going on here. Jimmy Buffett.
You should have put this out to our Twitters too, or my Twitter at least.
Okay, well, can you do it now?
Nah. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, I can.
Oh,
no,
sweet.
I fucking can. How about that? You fucking idiot.
Every time I think of Jimmy Buffett, all I can think about is the one time I went to Margaritaville and it was absolutely awful, and like that's like burned in my brain.
You can maybe say something like that in a few weeks when it's down a little bit, but yeah, I am fully doing a road trip to Key West. Route 66 is out.
I mean, that's cool for you.
Whose microphone's doing that?
Yeah, whose mic is that?
Was it mine? I don't think it was mine.
Typo looks like as a hostage video, and it's just frozen on that. So, like, he might as well not even be here right now.
Okay.
He even looks scared and huddled in his frozen.
Yeah, he does a little bit.
Dude.
Someone's got a gun pointing at him in the corner.
It looks like someone's about to throw dog food at him. Like, eat this
It's
pig.
the Jews.
I wasn't gonna go there. I'm supposedly the anti-Semitic one here. That's what people keep telling me, but I'm not that guy.
Adam's definitely the anti-Semitic one here.
You think?
It's definitely Adam.
Adam's like, yeah, it's definitely me.
I hate it.
It's weird that I'm the least anti-Semitic one here. Gosh, got right on the Jews again. Come on, boys.
I don't know enough to be anti-Semitic, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just fucking dumb.
I mean, I don't know that much about him. And like about 45 minutes away from me was where that synagogue shooting took place. And I knew somebody who like went to that church. And he was one of the only Jewish people that I knew. He was an all right guy, but I think I told the story last time that somebody called him a Jew and said that like this is what Jews do. They fuck you and leave your oil drains full.
Yep. I remember that. I remember that story.
Did say that to people?
Speaking of diet, say last time also that there is a like Hasidic black Jewish guy in my neighborhood, and it blows my fucking mind every time I see him.
Yeah, you did. You told us that last time. Does he have does he have the rat tail too? Like
no.
That'd be awesome.
That would be sick.
I've seen one of those.
It is pretty weird that we were talking about the Jews and then like ban the ADL started trending on Twitter recently.
Yeah, that was definitely. We did that. We're cultural trend centers.
Also, hey, maybe put the background Sam into our show and not my old show.
Dude, I don't know what I'm doing.
I just realized.
Wondering about that.
Yeah.
I was like, why does it say porcupine everywhere? I just realized.
I was giving you free advertising, man.
It's my network.
What about you?
But yeah, what's the goal today? Who are we shitting on today?
Yeah, Sam, I thought you had something. You look like you were ready to put something out there. That's why I waited.
I definitely did, and now I kind of forgot.
Oh, Jesus
What
Christ.
was I looking at?
Who's running this ship?
No one's running the ship. I just did the tech stuff. You guys are the ones who are supposed to come up with ideas.
No,
Who did 9/11? No, we probably shouldn't do that. That was
well, we already talked about the Jews last episode.
Hey.
I mean,
come on.
We talked about it the last episode.
Out on the side, but it is 9/11, so you know. R.I.P.
Never forgetty my spaghetti.
Never forget how the Giants just fucking made me want to kill myself last night. Let's never forget that.
Yeah,
dude.
Oh man, that was bad. That was worse than 9/11.
I stopped watching the game. By the way, you're right. It was worse than 9/11 because my soul died that day, and my soul didn't die in 9/11. My soul died yesterday. I shut the game off.
3,000
I
New
don't know.
Yorkers. I think that the world might be a better place for that.
Yeah, well, okay, well, some might. It's fine, but I think the Giants thing to me right now is a bigger deal.
I was kind of hoping that with the Giants' loss, we'd see a massive spike of suicides in New York, but
Dude,
that hasn't happened
Dude, I wanted to fucking kill myself. I shut the game off like halfway in the second quarter. I was like, I don't need to do this to
Then we
myself.
could-
I can shut this off.
Then we could like never remember the 10th and the 11th. And that would be great. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
For me.
yeah. They ever thought 9/11 was bad? No one ever forgot 9/10 of 2023. We got fucking
you
anally
said-
raped on live TV by the Cowboys.
Oh Jesus Christ, Luke! You put this tweet over. Put it in the private
man.
chat.
What did I tweet?
No, it wasn't that bad. The DraftKings
I
offering a
saw that.
9/11 parlay.
Oh yeah, dude. Did you see that? The
9/11.
I was like, hey, there's, and then there was a couple guys that are like, we're betting everything on the Bills tonight, and I was like, are you stupid? The Jets are playing today on 9/11. Like, you can't bet the Bills. You can't bet
Yeah.
the Bills today.
No, you can because the Jets are an awful franchise. But so I did. I bet the Bills, but
The Jets are an awful franchise, but we had to see one team die yesterday from New York.
Yeah, I know.
So today, you gotta.
I know.
And they're the Jets.
Well,
like,
think of it this
the
way,
Jets, like, the
maybe-
Giants, it doesn't matter.
maybe think of it this way, dude. Maybe the first tower fell yesterday. The second tower is gonna fall tonight. You know what I'm saying?
But if we get to week 7, does that count as building 7 if it's just like a losing season for the Giants again?
Yeah. Yeah.
They just have to go down really hard.
Yeah, but for no reason. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, dude, the
They just gotta
contract
throw the
that,
game.
the contract that the Giants gave Daniel Jones is worse than the payout from the Twin Towers.
Bro,
falling.
you can't even. That wasn't even his fault. Like the old line, every play
wasn't.
was like, "You could just go try this yourself."
Yeah.
You know, have you tried running around every play? And they were like, he was like, "But can you block?" They're like, "Nah."
We don't do that.
All right, cool.
Wait,
Yeah, it
how
was
did this
wild.
go though? Who won the Jets game?
It's on right now.
It's on right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
what about the other games?
Didn't draft
So you had Mets, Yankees,
apologize for
Jets.
this?
They should.
Yeah, they did.
This is offensive. It's something that I would do, not something that they should do. This is crazy.
This almost made me
would
sign up.
Occasionally be based.
Actually, I was gonna say, I was like, I actually respect it. Like,
Yeah,
that's-
me too.
That
Yeah.
should be. They should have doubled down. Maybe that's the name of what our podcast should be, is double down. Like
The double downers.
the double downers.
Yeah, no, because we're autistic and we're doubling down.
Yeah. Yeah, like or maybe that should be a segment too. Like, all right, we have to find something that somebody should have doubled down on for that week.
Oh,
didn't.
I'm
Oh,
liking this idea.
that's good. I like that. I really like that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have did this. Why was 10 traumatized? Because it was in the middle of 9/11. Why is the Tower of Pisa leaning? Because there's better reflexes than the Twin Towers. As part of the merger, the PGA will control the holes 1 through 8 and 12 through 18. The Saudis do 9/11.
Oh God. If you guys want some good memes that were shared today about 9/11, one of the guys that we've had on our show, and I've gone on their show a few times, he's the host of AKs and Assholes. His fucking name, I just retweeted him a few times, but today, so you can go find him on my retweets. I'm not posting, or I'm not trying to say his Twitter name anymore. It's annoying as fuck because it's got a whole bunch of vowels in it. But Toast from AKs and Assholes, he had some good fucking tweets today for 9/11. Usually Typo and I are all over the 9/11 meme game, but our last like 3 Twitter accounts have been nuked for that, or not Twitter accounts, but Instagram accounts have been nuked for that. And I think Typo and I were just lazy today. Kind of forgot it was 9/11 actually, so I'm like not the embodiment of never forget.
So I got 2 more, and then I don't want to rob anyone's time in this. Why can't George Bush get hired as a drummer? Because most 4 songs are in 4/4, but Bush only does 9/11.
Oh God.
It's a
What's worse?
in-depth music joke.
Yeah. What's worse than George Bush doing 9/11? Jeffrey Epstein doing 9/11s.
Oh,
This is probably gonna get
I like
pulled
that
down.
that one.
All right.
That one's rough.
It's my dog's birthday today. So I have to
You
figure
know
it out.
That's way more important. Way more
My
important.
pitbull's gonna be 5 here soon.
Yeah, I
So,
think he just turned 4 or 5. Actually, my dog. I don't actually know how old he is, but happy birthday, Pinno! Shout out.
hey, hell yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is charging out with dude. I wish I caught a
I just watched
screenshot
it.
of that.
I just watched
Did
it.
you see the two? It's got the two towers.
Yeah.
And he just ran out with the American flag in the middle
Yeah.
of both of them.
Yeah. Now they're showing all the cops and firemen. Yeah, I fucking hate being from New York. I hate this propaganda
dude.
more. It sucks.
But you're a cop, dude.
Was.
Keyword was.
Dude, it's so funny, like knowing like you're a huge libertarian and you're also like a former cop. It's just wrong.
What were you, like 40 when 9/11 happened?
43. I actually was retired. I had to go back. I came out of retirement like fucking Danny Glover and Lethal Weapon, dude.
Doing Steve Buscemi. Just make a movie. Adam Nutter and Steve Buscemi come out. And they just show how good
I watch
Steve
it.
Buscemi does, and Adam Nutter is just accidentally killing people, dropping them out the fucking tower.
Steve
Is there a
Buscemi's
shirtless
tough.
scene?
There's gonna be. It's in my
Yeah.
fucking contract. There has to be.
Bet.
I demand it.
I demand it.
I demand. I was
I
like
don't-
12 or 13. I was 13 though, so I was kind of older.
I was
I was like 6
sick.
when it happened.
I
Oh, fuck you guys.
was. I think I was 7. Or,
Everybody
I
here is
never-
the same age except for Adam, who's like
I still never
slightly
stepped,
older.
yeah, I still never stepped foot in New York. Never been in the state at all.
You don't want
like,
to.
nowhere.
It's not
I
great.
went up. Yeah, I went up there to go take my wife to go meet Kelly Clarkson, and I just remember thinking like this place, like there's scaffolding everywhere, there's garbage all over the fucking
Mhm.
sidewalks, and it smells like piss, weed, and anxiety. And then like
That's
if you
true.
see shit on the sidewalk, you're like, I don't know if that's human shit or dog shit. I
Also true.
legitimately don't know.
It's true. It's also sad because like the parts of New York that used to be like fun to get, like especially doing like comedy and stuff there, like lower like Village and East Side and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. It's like all like fucked up from COVID still. So like all the stores are like still not all of them, but like a lot of them just like boarded up, like things that never were
Yeah.
before. And you're like, dude, this
I
fucking
noticed that.
sucks, dude. Like it's like I shit on the city a lot, but like it could be fun, especially doing comedy in the city is fun. But like it is a fucking bummer. Like it does suck. There's so many homeless, crazy psychopaths out there. Like I was even in Staten Island just doing the Fifthborough Comedy Festival last weekend or 2 weekends ago, whatever. And like even back in my own hometown of Staten Island, like there was like a crazy dude just out and about, just like slamming like glass bottles into the fucking street sign. I'm like, yeah, I'm home. Like, like this is exactly what I
Home
left. Yeah.
sweet home.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
And he was like doing
Yeah.
it for like attention too. Like it was so obvious. But I'm like a fucking crazy person whisperer. So I know how to fucking combat that energy. You know, you gotta
Yeah.
ignore him like a child who's looking for attention. You just don't
Yep.
don't look at their eyes.
Yeah.
They don't
Oh,
exist.
great.
Oh,
Here's
Are you
a-
flying
here's
planes
actually a
across the
weird-
screen right now?
Here's a weird question
Oh.
for you, Adam. You would. I don't mean this in an insulting way, but you're the only one that will remember this. But like in the '90s, was like the '90s like super patriotic? Like 'cause,
Yeah.
you know, my
Yeah.
whole like my whole like growing up, like it was patriotic as fuck as I remember it. But I just assumed it was because of 9/11 that shit.
No, it was even that was like a resurgence in patriotism. But the 90s was all like, especially because like the economy was doing well and it really kind of had money and shit. And like there's like blockbuster to blockbuster like movies. And people were just like happy and shit. It's weirdly true. It's like that's like simple but true. And it's like
Now we're
yeah, people was
still
like fucking
patriotic.
America rules.
We're still patriotic
That's what-
now. It's just about gay stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
That's true.
All right, can someone? Well, I just put the most beautiful link of a video that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, yeah.
God.
What are we about to watch?
Oh, you guys
Oh,
are gonna love
God.
it. I promise.
I'm pulling up right now.
Okay, go ahead, Adam.
I'm trying to. It won't play though.
Oh
Are
God.
you
It,
doing
it won't
laundry
fucking play.
again, dude?
Oh,
God
won't?
damn it. Oh, there you go. It's playing now. Hold on. Hold on.
No.
I gotta figure out my room lighting. I got like the Donald Trump going on with my tan. I just got back from Ocean
Here,
City. So.
you guys see that?
What the fuck?
Oh God.
For all the audio.
RKO.
Yeah. It's
If you turn on the audio, it will play. I
Oh
think
shit! Is there audio?
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you just got to
Oh,
you got to
yeah,
hit the yeah. Jesus.
That
Amazing.
was like my childhood. You guys remember Vines back in the day? That used to be like the
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Anytime
Vine
somebody
was-
ate shit.
Vine is 10 out of 10 times better. than TikTok. Vine was dope.
absolutely.
It's because it's a time limit.
Yeah.
That's why, because it's time limit.
Yeah.
You can't have these.
Wasn't there a
drones about
time limit
nonsense.
on Vine?
That's what I'm saying. There's a time limit on. That's why. That's why it was great because it was like 8 seconds. That's it.
Yeah,
TikTok is like, you wanna do
was
10
kind
minutes
of
now?
like that at first, and then
Correct.
they changed it to like, oh, now you can put up like a 30-minute video, and like, you're like, okay, well, I don't want to watch this documentary on TikTok. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I want to see some dude get hit in his balls. I can be like, ah, and
I want a quick. I want quick racist jokes. Like, come on,
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's go.
I just I miss watching the fucking just every time someone ate shit, just saying Randy Orton comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time is fucking beautiful. I never had Vine, and I don't have TikTok, and I'll never have TikTok. But like, I just think
it's not bad.
the fucking shit's so entertaining.
Typo. It's not bad with this
I-
fucking Chinese connection over there. Fuck.
Dude,
My
I
government's spying on me. Why can't the Chinese? Who cares?
That's a great point. Honestly, dude, that's kind of a good point. It's like, honestly, fucking whatever. Everybody
We're
look at my
worried about our
shit.
government.
You know,
I'll
I'm always.
collaborate. I'm telling you right
Yeah,
now, China, I will collaborate. Come to me, Samuel Urban, illegitimate scholar. I will collaborate. I don't care. I'll do it. You need me to cane people? I'm your guy.
This guy's an Adesanya
Hey,
fan. This guy's an
tell
Izzy
me-
fan.
Yeah.
I'll grow the bamboo to
Adesanya
do it.
fan
I
right
don't
here.
care. I'll do one of those. I'll learn fucking Mandarin. I'll do one of those freaking like.
This
You
is,
have
this
already.
is a Sean Strickland podcast going forward.
Yeah, strictly, strictly Sean.
Look, I'll do the. Oh, you're so sorry. I don't speak Chinese.
Well, I think that was just
Wow,
racist,
dude, that
but
was
who am I to say?
No, but, hey, that's
Accepted.
great. I was impersonating a white guy, John Sheena. He did that. He really sounded like that. Yeah. have you
Oh
seen
yeah,
the video of
when
him
he spoke
apologizing?
full on Mandarin
Full on
to
Mandarin.
apologize. What a fucking faggot! No,
Yeah,
it's like
he's
John
yeah,
Cena's
he's
son.
got this
Yeah.
look of like feminizing look on his face. Yeah, that guy sucks. But no, actually, he doesn't suck. I would do the same thing as him. Come to me. I'll collaborate. Got it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
We are a
everyone
one
has a-
China
Yeah.
podcast.
I'm your guy.
a one China.
One China podcast going forward.
I don't even know where Taiwan is. You know, like okay.
Like, who
Doesn't
gives a
exist.
fuck? It's not my problem.
Taiwan? You mean the province of the People's Republic of China?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
dude.
That's the same thing as a state, right?
This
Yeah,
guy says good morning just to Kyle, so that's not
What's
cool,
up, man?
but that's fine.
It's because he's on my
Cool.
channel.
Take it off.
So there's. Did you guys
Do
ever
know
see
that
the
Kyle's
Vine?
5?
What's that?
Wait, everyone's speaking over each other.
Oh,
No. Say
ahead,
it again
Kyle.
so you could bomb. You could bomb again. Go ahead. We all want to hear it. We want to hear the.
Fucking comedian. I can't.
Yeah, we know. We know. Go ahead, Kyle.
Fuck you, Adam.
Oh my god, that was a fucking just t-ball that shit out of here. You set
Yeah,
that
you
up on a platter.
set that up.
did you guys ever see the Vine of the people at the gas station where the dude was like fucking with people from all different angles? There's like fucking crackheads going in and out of this gas station.
That's every single Vine video. What do you mean?
That's like
Oh,
every,
yeah.
yeah, it's like we
All
talked
right,
about.
yeah.
It's just Vine. It's just called Vine.
It's just
Yeah.
fine.
See, but that's like the internet was fun. You guys remember like Newgrounds and Funny
No,
Jones and
exactly.
all that
No,
shit?
Yeah.
We get
fucking-
Newgrounds rules.
Newgrounds is still dope. Actually, you can still get on that shit. It's fun.
Wow, I
But
didn't even know
no,
there was
do you
Funny
remember
thing.
like original YouTube, like End of Z World and
Yeah.
fucking all those
Yeah.
things where it was all like this pick art animation stick figure shit? That was dope. That was peak
Yeah.
internet right there.
Remember what the fuck is oh my Tomorrow's Nobodies. That was one of those shows. I don't know if you guys ever watched that. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it was fucking hilarious.
Dude, you could just watch, you should watch like full blown episodes of Family Guy back then. Like it was just uploading like episodes of
Yeah,
shows on
yeah.
YouTube. Glad to see Scholars not just as a tranny this week. Figs, shout out. Correct. Also, shout out.
Yeah.
You know, people, by the way, for real, were like, "Yo, is that dude like really in a dress?" I was like, "Nah." I mean, he is gay, but no, it was just a bit.
Wait, did people
It's
ask
just a
about
bit.
that?
I swear to God, I got like multiple like questions about it from people. Like I
DMs.
know and like yeah, like I personally know and don't know.
Oh,
No,
I mean,
nobody
no.
asked me.
I'm just gonna do costumes. Like that's a thing.
Yo.
But no, I'm not gay or
Look-
trans or
What,
anything.
what,
Does it
what's
look
the
like Typo's laughing
you
and
are
jacking
now.
off right now?
he does? Yeah,
Like, he's
They-
like,
no typo.
Today I'm paying homage to Jimmy Buffett, but it's kind of how I normally dress. So I shaved my beard because Jimmy
Mm.
Buffett didn't have a beard. I should have done the mustache he had in the '80s, but whatever.
I'll be honest. I don't really know anything about Jimmy Buffett. To be,
Okay, well,
I'm,
you're
I'm
gonna
with
learn,
Typo on
man.
this one.
You're
I'm
gonna
with
learn.
Typo.
It's gonna be all over my
I know
feed.
I know Margaritaville because my mom.
You better
so-
know Margaritaville.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
Oh yeah.
Now, who
It's
wrote
like
that?
the
It's 5
escapist
o'clock
lifestyle.
somewhere. There we go. Jimmy Who.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Who said Jimmy Who? I will freaking.
No, I'm not. I mean, I was never a big Buffett guy, or at all. I shouldn't say big at all Buffett guy. I get it. Like,
You guys
Right,
have pissed me off. You're killing my Jimmy vibes right now.
Sorry.
you
I like
should-
margaritas if that helps.
You should follow in his shoes, Sam.
Jimmy me timbers.
I brought Kyle on to be the punching bag. Why is it me?
I don't know.
Oh.
Sorry. That was mean.
Usually it's typo, to be honest.
No,
but
I'm fully kidding. You can say whatever you want to me.
Yeah, well, I always say
Yeah, we're going
Twitter
to.
hands are rated E for everyone.
you really think the Jets are going to lose this game to the Bills?
Oh, listen, I'm up
They got Aaron
$250.
Rodgers.
Who gives a fuck? I'm up $210 from yesterday. I'm living high right now. All right, I'm flying high from my betting. I won my fantasy fucking week. I fucking did great in betting. My team got their ass kicked, but 2 for 3 isn't that bad. So you know, I'm gonna take that into today.
You know what I did on Saturday? I bet Strickland early, and then I doubled down and bet Strickland again because fuck Adesanya.
Yeah, bro. I cowered out and I didn't bet.
Got him at plus 650, dude. I was like, let's fucking go.
What'd you throw down?
Oh, like $50.
Fucking yeah. So that's a good payout.
Yeah, it was great.
Bet
Yeah, it was
$1,000
great.
on the Eagles on one game last year.
Did they win?
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Money line.
I took a few prop bets too tonight. I took like Josh Allen to throw over 1.5 touchdowns. I took fucking Diggs to get over 70 or 69.5 receiving yards. I got some other shit going on that I could win, so we're fine.
Yeah.
I also took
See, I
Gabe
have
Davis
a
for the
Garrett
first
Wilson
time.
touchdown.
Me too.
I have a Garrett Wilson touchdown.
I have a
and
Gabe
then
Davis
I have,
touchdown.
Yeah, I hope so. I need Gabe Davis to win. I need 8 points from Gabe Davis to win my fucking league tonight.
Dude,
So,
Brees Hall
I need
broke
him to get
out
a
for like a
touchdown.
40-yard run. Fuck.
I only won one of my leagues because I got 39 points off of the freaking Dallas defense because they beat up on Adams freaking
Shut up!
Giants.
Shut up. Shut up.
That's just actually
up.
what happened. 39 points on
Shut
the
up.
defense. Fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Shut up.
I stream defenses, and I'm just gonna stream whoever is playing the Giants from now
Okay,
on.
listen, it was one bad week, and it's not even a big deal. Okay, so whatever. You guys are fucking shut
It
up.
was 40
40
to 0.
0.
Shut up.
40
They
to
didn't
0.
block one time.
That team is going to have that in their head the entire rest of the season. Your season's done, dude. They're going nowhere.
If you truly like watch that game back, I felt so bad for the defense because they were pretty much like every drive was like, "Can you guys stop Dallas on your own 7?" Oh, you
Yeah.
can't? Well, you're gonna have to. And now they're like, "What the fuck? This is the professional offense," and they're like, "Yeah, good luck." That offense was so bad. And Dak
Dude, I
Prescott only threw 160 yards. He fucking sucks.
Dude, I had a prop bet. My one prop bet yesterday was for the first score to be a touchdown. And I was like, oh, great. The Giants are kicking a field goal. Hell yeah. The Cowboys
you.
block a fucking field goal and run it back for a touchdown. I won
hate
that bet.
football.
Thanks.
Hate betting. Hate football.
Oh
hate
my
the Giants.
Yeah.
I just found an article of a girl who stabbed her boyfriend apparently the day after his birthday.
Did he
And
have
she
it
looks
coming?
she looks like a total hammerhead.
Oh,
You,
hey, what do you
gonna
guys
take a
think?
shark?
What do you?
Yeah, if you catch my drift.
No, she looks like a shark. That doesn't make sense.
Her eyes are incredibly far fucking apart.
Why don't you
That's what I
say
mean.
Like a
sloth
sloth.
then, motherfucker? See?
Sloth's not
Did
the
you
first
guys-
animal that comes to my mind.
I don't know. You
Uh,
didn't watch enough Ice Age then. You gotta.
Did
You
you
gotta
guys
up
see
those
what's your
numbers.
guys' take? What's your guys' take of the black chick that was stealing liquor and then got shot up in her car?
I mean, I don't
Pregnant
watch
chick.
those videos. Yeah, right. Let's focus on the fact that she was pregnant also, right? Like
Oh,
Look at that shit.
that's just 2 birds, 1 stone for me.
Wait,
you
How
know?
would
that
you
her?
feel if you got stabbed by that fucking goofy looking thing?
Yeah.
who is she's the stabber, not the
She's the
Yeah,
stabber.
this is the stabby
Yeah.
stabber.
Hey, I'm
No,
just
yeah.
gonna say, I'm
Stabby
gonna publicly
McStabs.
say this on the podcast. If I ever let a woman murder me, like kill me, like I don't mean like hit me with a car by accident, I mean like murder me. No one go to my funeral because I shouldn't be respected as a man. Like you guys tell people don't show up. To be like he deserves to be alone in that box and die alone. She's like that's pathetic. Like you can't
Fucking
unless you're
pussy.
sleeping. If you're sleeping or drugged, no woman should ever be able to kill you.
We'll just
Yeah, man.
we'll just continue the podcast. Won't even mention it that you're gone. Just continue.
Yeah, don't.
with
I
that.
don't want to ever be.
Just
No,
act
never
like
meant
you
to be
never
again.
existed. We're still using your fucking login and shit. We're like, oh, we've always owned the porcupine.
No, I want you to memory hole me like the Dancing Israeli video. Just get me off the internet. Oh, is Aaron
Never
Rodgers
existed.
hurt? Oh, did Aaron Rodgers just get hurt, maybe? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Aaron Rodgers might have just got hurt. So, you know
Dude,
what?
Peyton Manning has one of the
don't wish
biggest
that.
foreheads in the history of foreheads.
Yeah, it's very nuts.
Yeah, Peyton Manning's
Dude,
got a
wild.
fucking dome on him.
Man,
That dude
all I
didn't
know
need a
about
helmet.
fucking sports and like I don't pay attention to this shit is that like wasn't Big Ben the dude like putting girls in stalls and raping them or
Hey,
raping
I
them?
mean,
allegedly.
Allegedly, it was
Allegedly.
like the early 2000s. I lean towards probably, yeah.
Yeah. If we
Now,
start
yeah.
looking into records of
Well, you know,
NFL
Smoke
players,
is
it gets
cigarettes,
pretty
some
scary.
people do crack and some people rape people.
Hey, all this, fuck the Steelers and fuck Big Ben. Now I'm going to say this very clearly. If that was a Giants quarterback, I'd still be defending him. So just that's just how sports works today. So like, if that was Eli
Drafted
Manning,
Deshaun Watson, so
if I'm a Browns fan, I'd be like, Watson's a fucking angel. I'd leave my kids and daughter around him. What are you talking about? That's all I would say because I'm a fucking fan, you know. But like, yeah, he's probably a probable rapist. Fuck him.
Dude, one of the best tweets I saw this weekend was, it's so funny that Deshaun Watson does a crossover his heart and then looks up to the sky as if God's going to let him in after what he's done. He's going straight to hell or some shit like that. And I was like, that's great, dude. That's so great.
Dude, Ray Lewis stabbed a guy and then beat the Giants in the Super Bowl. You know, like no one cares if you're good at the thing, which is always what I said all the time about like when the NFL made a bit like, you know, they're like, oh, fucking racism and woman violence, and we stand against all that stuff.
Yeah,
bro. Every NFL team has fought for their player to not be suspended from hitting a woman in the last like 10 years. Like
And
Ezekiel
killing
Elliott, he got
Every single
drafted.
team.
Dude.
Well, I mean, we got to consider like I'm assuming most of us have dealt with women before in our lives. Like
They should all be
really-
hit. I agree, but that's not
Yeah.
that's not the
I'm
point I'm
saying.
making. Point I'm making is
God.
the NFL.
No.
the NFL will always like again all this fucking woke bullshit propaganda messaging, and then all these teams will do it, and then again Ezekiel Elliott punched a chick before he got drafted. Joe Mixon, same thing, but they're good at the time anyway.
Ray Rice.
Ray, right? So the Cowboys were like, "Hey guys, how about we take it to court that we can't suspend him?" The Cowboys went to court with the NFL to not have Ezekiel Elliott suspended his rookie year for punching a woman in the face because he's
I'm
like,
just-
we're like, he's really good and he's a rookie. We don't want to fuck this
Yeah.
up. Like,
I'm just
dude,
saying, if
Yeah.
you listen to Rihanna's music and looked at that face, how could you not think she didn't have it coming?
Oh yeah, she definitely had it coming. Rihanna,
I mean, like,
yeah, that's
I-
probably one that's deserved.
She probably
When
didn't
he's-
get,
when-
like
when-
she's still making music and she's still like showing her face in public. Clearly, Ray Rice didn't hit her hard enough.
well, it's like no, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Oh, Chris Brown, I'm sorry.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, Chris.
I get caught up, yeah.
The Chris.
Yeah, they get
When-
confused.
Bit a chunk out of her, he literally bit a chunk of her ass cheek off too.
But it's like that Bill Burr bit, right? He's like, "You think she was like, what type of ice cream you want?" And he's like, "Oh, like no." She's probably like, "I fucked all your friends. Fuck you." Like 100%.
She threw his keys out. She threw his Lambo keys out of the car while they were parked on the side of the road, and he couldn't
Yeah, I would
find them
hit
because
her.
it was the middle of the night.
You gotta.
He's
Pick the
like,
assault charge.
I need the cops here now. So I need a locksmith because I need my car started. I'm about to hit a bitch.
Kobe Bryant just had to change his number, settle in court, win a championship, and everyone forgot about what he did. Like,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If you're winning championships, I don't care. Well, again, if you're winning championships for my team, I don't really care what you do. But I will
Yeah.
call you out immediately if you leave my team or if you're on another
I
team.
mean, I think
Yeah.
karma got Kobe in the end. You know, I'm just
Did.
saying.
He went
brought
down
his daughter
like,
with him.
Twin Towers.
Yeah. What did
Blood
his
sacrifice.
daughter know about Hillary Clinton?
No, dude, it's all about that blood sacrifice.
Mm,
They came
I-
calling.
you're right. They came a calling. That's probably true,
Came
man. Dude,
calling.
there's some weird shit with that. Like, you know, if you look at some of the
Dude,
sports
LeBron does it.
guys-
He does it openly before
dude.
games. He's like the fucking all the fucking not the black Illuminati, the black.
He's throwing up gang signs. What do you mean?
No, he does all the what's it called the black the black
Yeah,
Pope
he
stuff.
Israelites.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
know.
no,
It was just
They're
funny
all
because you were like, I was like, what is he throwing up his set? Like,
no. He throws up all like the black the black Pope and all that deep state conspiracy theory shit.
Good.
Fuck. No, man, I'm fucking this up.
I don't know, man. Did you hear about LeBron James' school though? That he like started
Yeah.
and opened up, and like every kid is like, there's like no kid can like have a regular grade reading level or something like that. Like they went to the school and got dumber somehow, and even though like millions of dollars is being pumped to this school, like it's insane.
Oh, terrific.
So actually, one of the dealerships I used to work for, I actually worked with I think he was a Browns quarterback. His name was Reggie Langhorne, and I think
Oh, man, dude.
what the hell?
Dude, the
There's
Browns
been
have
like
so many
27 in the
quarterbacks.
last
To be
like 10
fair,
years.
you
so.
could say John Smith. I'd be like, yeah, he played for the Browns in like '92.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know jack shit about sports, so a lot of this shit goes over my head. Unfortunately,
There's just so many the Browns like go through like 3 quarterbacks a year. So
Who'd they have
Yeah.
that
so
good for
hard
a
to-
while? Like Joe Burrow or somebody?
No, the
That's
Bengals.
the
No.
Bengals.
Oh yeah, another shitty team.
They just paid him a shit ton of money just to have his O line like not block for him. So that's cool.
His
Same
O
thing with
line did
Daniel
the
Jones.
same thing Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
I was like, we did
I don't want to talk about
the
the
same
Giants
thing.
anymore, though. So we don't have to talk about that anymore. We can move on from that. We don't talk
So
about
remember
last
when
night.
the Giants got beat 40-0?
No, man, I don't. I remember holding that too. It never
Is this a
existed.
sports show now? Is this
Hey,
what
all
we're
I'm
doing?
saying is they're bringing a fucking card out for Aaron Rodgers right now. Not kidding.
Are
So
you serious? Oh no.
Wow.
yeah, he's in the blue medical tent and they just pulled the card up next to it. So
Are you kidding me?
nope.
Long enough.
Jesus.
What is
Christ.
going on? Why do you have a
Not so
microwave
Dunzo
on
now.
your
Am I
lap?
figs? Kyle, you're muted.
he was just checking his blood pressure a second ago. I think he might be excited to see us all.
It is kind of
He's
funny
falling
though.
out
To they're just showing the panic of the Jets organization right now. Like they're showing
yeah,
like, the press
dude.
boxes and like the Woody Johnson.
You know,
It's like, look at that, Rodgers.
One of the craziest parts about Aaron Rodgers is the pay cut he took to go to the Jets. That's why the Packers really fucked that up. And I get it. Jordan Love looked really good, but let's be honest, he played the fucking Bears, so who
Bears,
gives a
yeah.
shit if he played well?
facts.
Go fuck yourself, typo. So like Jordan, my Broncos lost by a fucking point because we don't know how to fucking score.
I was talking to
Yeah.
Cole about that. He's like, "Wouldn't you rather lose the way you did than the way we did?" I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather get blown out
I'd rather
40 nothing
just
than
get
lose the way you guys." Yeah,
Yeah, that was garbage.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
garbage.
there he goes
Couldn't
on the
get
cart.
ball down.
there he goes in the cart. Oh my god, I can't
Watch him come out at halftime, dude. Watch him come out at halftime.
doubt it. I bet you he tore his ACL or something.
That'd be wild. That'd be wild to start off the fucking year like that, especially after all the fucking. That's
Hype?
wild. There he goes. Yeah, after all the hype, dude. His handshake with Sauce Gardner though. Have you seen that shit?
This one,
Dope. Yep.
that one,
The
yeah,
blunt.
sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
fucking
was
sick.
sick. Yeah, well,
I'll
you do that
take
from the
it.
sideline.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers at like the psychedelic conference? He was like doing, and like he was like invited on stage, and he's talking about like psychedelics. It's kind of wild, dude. It's kinda
Yeah.
out
What do you think? Aaron Rodgers, a sacrificial? Does he sacrifice kids?
Nah.
Nah.
He's like against all that.
the bones of the babies.
No.
Nah,
Nah,
he's
he-
against all that
He
shit.
just does a lot of drugs. He's on the Joe Rogan train.
Yeah.
MDMA.
Yeah, and
You tried DMT?
he rejected COVID
Yeah.
shots publicly. So.
Yeah, the vaccine. He was big on, like, he didn't get vaccinated. He got a fake one.
He's a guy that I thought would like come out and be vegan at one point, and I was like, God, dude, I'd fucking hate you if you did that.
He didn't get the freaking vaccine. Like that's so dangerous for all of us. What a selfish person.
Yeah, he put all those.
Well, they demonized the hell out of him.
Yeah. What's Kyrie too from basketball in the NBA, right?
Kyrie. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't. Well, he didn't get to play in some games.
Yeah,
That's
they well, it
He
was
was out
also
the whole
funny
season.
how he put out that post, but where he just reposted the Jew, like the anti-Jew post or the right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all the Jewish people in the world just try to cancel him. And it's like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
you're just kind of doing what he said.
Dude, I loved his post where he was like, I've never seen an actual slave ship. Like, where are all these slave ships at? And I was like, oh man, here we go. But then I had to look it up, and I was like, is there any like slave ship in any museum? And not a single one. Not a single one.
You know who really gets away with the what the fuck is that?
That was
Alright,
probably the
yep.
train.
Never mind.
There's a train going
Yes. Okay.
That's not me.
I don't have a train near me.
Oh shit! All right, I forgot what I was gonna say.
he just muted. Oh my
He's
god.
looking pretty good over there in the corner.
It never gets brought up how like Portugal and Spain started that whole thing, and they just got away scot free.
Yeah.
We're like everything we ever talking about him with the whole slave thing.
Fucking what's his face? The black dude that's a libertarian, the old one, Thomas Sowell. He always talks about it, where he's like, the Barbary pirates enslaved more white people than any of
The Barbary pirates not only enslaved more white people than the Atlantic slave trade did, but the Barbary pirates also enslaved way more black people than they did white people or black people in the Atlantic slave trade.
Yeah.
Pirates rule.
They were savages, dude.
Yeah,
pirates are dope. Pirates are cool.
I mean, they weren't really savages at the time.
I didn't see that in Pirates of the Caribbean. Are you sure, dude?
Yeah.
There's no way.
I end up lying.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think those arguments, it doesn't matter if you're right in those arguments, you're still going to be wrong. So it's just like pointless to fucking talk about it. I just fuck that.
At the gym today, I was trying to go deep into 9/11 conspiracy lore with this guy. He was like a little older, like conservative leaning dude, you know? And like he's like a typical like conservative dude. Like he kind of gets it, but doesn't. Right. So like he's like, yeah, fuck, I don't believe politicians. I don't believe, what they say to us is lying. Like, fuck the COVID narrative, all that stuff. And then he's like, well, Osama bin Laden, like did attack us. I was like, okay, like shit like that. Like we're like, they don't fully get the thing. And I'm like, hey man,
did he really?
I actually believe it. I actually think Osama bin Laden did attack us.
Okay, well, Typo's the conspiracy.
Well, Typo, you're retarded, so I don't know what to tell you.
I'll be retarded.
No, Typo, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Oh, I think it was legit how his when he did his declaration of war against America, I think he was actually legitimately pissed off that he recruited people based on the war crimes that America was committing. Now, if you ask me if the government knew that the attacks was going to happen, didn't do anything about it, maybe I could say that.
Yeah, but they never did responsibility.
I've listened to, if you talk to Adam Fitzgerald about this, who I consider probably the world's leading expert on 9/11, he says that the NSA did have enough metadata to basically stop 9/11. Now, this gives their plausible deniability would essentially be that, like, hey, we couldn't comb through all the data to sufficiently stop the attack. In my mind, I think they kind of knew it was coming and they wanted to go over there and turn the Middle East into a sheet of glass. So they kind of let that happen, but that's just my speculation. I have no proof of that.
Was the NSA a thing before 9/11?
Yeah.
I thought that came in with the Patriot Act, or was that just
That's Homeland Security.
Homeland Security came with the Patriot Act.
They were talking about going back to Iraq way before that.
Yeah.
They. I believe they just hijacked the whole thing and used it as like propaganda to invade Iraq.
Oh,
that's
for sure.
But
I truly believe it was like a whole, like it was between like deep state, the fucking Mossad, and like some Saudi group or something like that fucking pulled the whole thing off. And
Osama bin Laden had been like eating dinner with the Bushes in the early 90s, late 80s. So like he
was also
definitely could have been in on that.
6'6" dying man on dialysis, like at the time, and he's like running through cave system to cave system. Again, he never claimed responsibility for the attacks. I believe at the time also, the Taliban themselves said if we could just turn over one shred of evidence that he was responsible for it, they'll personally turn him over to, I think, the world's, whatever the fuck, Interpol, whatever. And then we went, nah, we're just gonna go over there. And they were like, they were like, please don't. They're like, please don't. We will give him. We will get. If you just show us something. We went, nope, we're coming. And they were like, fuck.
It's so
and there was at one point they even said like, we don't even need evidence. Just tell us what Muslim country to give it to. And then they're like, nah, we're still coming.
We're just gonna fuck your day up anyways.
The dancing Israeli video to me still holds out to like the biggest fucking, how they had a tripod set up waiting for the fucking towers to hit.
Yeah,
come on, dude. What are we talking about? Like, by the way, I saw
and they said
I saw it with my own eyes. Like, I saw the video.
And they said it in their interview when they went back to Israel. They were like, we were there to document the event, and everybody was like, how are you there to document? They said it on live television. Like, why were you there to document? How'd you know that you were going to document the event?
dude, building
I just
7.
kind of learned more
it's
about
just-
that. I just
right,
kind
all-
of learned more about the dancing Israeli thing.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't.
dude.
I won't.
but
I don't
Guys, we
know
really
if
need
it's
to
a
move
bunch-
to Rumble. Like we got to move to Rumble. Like I'm here for it, but goddamn, we got to move to Rumble. That's on me. I'll set that shit up. My bad. Next week.
all right, here,
My
do
bad.
it.
Fair. But anyways, like I was
All right,
saying,
go
who
ahead.
benefits from the 9/11 like attack?
America.
Right? Like,
The,
that's why.
the America
military
and,
industrial
and the
complex.
people behind.
Well, if you
I
go
just
by
think-
country, it would be Saudi Arabia, Israel, and America.
Yeah,
Well,
Saudi.
America
And
is
whoever the deep state is, quote unquote, those people. Whoever demonic pedophiles
Yeah,
control us,
CIA.
those people. Those people
Yeah.
benefit.
You know how you were
CIA,
talking about
FBI.
the weird like FUDs that get it but don't get it. So this is a guy in Canada that's in one of these fantasy football leagues I'm in, and he's wild, dude. He goes on the weirdest. This was his conversation today. Nobody said anything.
I love.
I guess
love
it was
what
last.
Like that.
Yeah, nobody said anything,
Unprovoked.
and it was just like, yeah, it was Kraft waiting time for Brady as should be. Did Gretzky get that? Can't remember. What? And somebody was like, "What do you mean waiting time?" It just started organically. So you guys are lost. I'm lost too. Random, right?
Okay,
Because it
right.
was after. It was during the game, the Patriots game.
Okay.
But it's like Hall of Fame,
He's always relevant.
and then enter, and then normally it's 5 years for a team's Hall of Fame. Everybody's confused. Everybody's like, what the fuck's going on? And then somebody was like, oh, okay, I kind of understand what you're saying. I'm not sure about Gretzky, but team Hall of Fame is usually 4 years. I'm glad Bobby waived it for Tom. He brought 6 championships to that team and made them relevant. All right, pause. So everything makes sense in the context there. It was a little
Correct.
random at the beginning. Next fucking line. So he goes, indeed, period. And then sends that message. 2 minutes later, class act playing for Hitler. And we were and one of the guys was like, who is Hitler, LOL? And like confused, like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? And then he comes back and he's like, nobody, period. Just a CIA plant to change the world.
What?
And then there's a Michael Scott what meme. Like, what the fuck is that happening? This is the whole conversation. And then he comes back. He's like, you got to read. I encourage the whole league to watch the Clinton body count. And then sends that. And then 2 minutes later, YouTube, 2 separate words. And I was like, yo.
Is Hitler
So I got on
part
there.
of Clinton's body count?
I don't know, dude. None of it made sense. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, the
Well,
Clintons
did
actually
Hitler know-
secretly like time traveling, like
Yeah.
Dude, I have
Like
no
quantum
What
idea.
did
leaping
Hitler have
throughout
on
history.
Hillary Clinton?
So I hop on this morning. I saw all that shit this morning. It was too early for this shit. It was like 6:30. I was like, what the fuck did I walk into this morning? And I was like, God damn, I'm getting whiplash from this boomer FUD shit. How did we get from talking about Bill Belichick to the Clinton kill list? And then he replies 2 hours later, we were talking about being honored in the Hall of Fame. Clinton body count was just a suggestion. What
Can I say
the
something?
fuck
I
is
mean,
happening?
top tier schizo posting.
Oh,
Like, for
dude.
sure.
And
I love it.
you know, it's just so funny because like this guy's like, you know, the vaccine's fucking horrible, but he's like the one where it's like the vaccine has a time detonation stamp on it, and 60% of the world's going to die in the next 10 years because they're going to activate it, and everybody's going to die. And I'm just like, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but at the same time, like, I just think that's the opposite of what they would be trying to do. You know, like he's just that kind of boomer FUD where it's like,
but there is like a lot. If you get into again all the conspiracy shit, quote unquote, like a lot of these people talk about depopulation a lot.
I know, and
A
I
lot.
get that.
Like,
I just think I think this is so. Me and Typo talked about this because his dad was getting on this depopulation kick, and I was just like, I understand, but why would they kill the ones that?
Oh yeah, or
do their
not.
stuff.
Yeah, right. That makes sense. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, why would they do that?
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
Like,
I've
it
never
doesn't make sense
understood
to me.
that
Yeah.
either. So, like, when it comes to
My dad.
oh god,
Also, say my dad's theory was this vaccine was the cure for the next disease they were gonna release.
That could be it too. Or not. Here's another thing too. They could have just missed. I don't know what I'm looking for. Jesus Christ, my brain. Oh, fucking CTE. Jesus Christ. misjudged like the response like to the vaccine. Like they might have thought like everyone's gonna fucking take it. Like no way they wouldn't take this. Like why would they not? This this is like an unparalleled thing.
I guess that kind of goes to the idea that a lot of these people are stupid and just in positions of power.
Yeah.
And then there's just like a couple people that are really smart that are kind of like pushing things and are like acceptable losses.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I just don't think that I understand the depopulation thing. And I'm not saying that I think Bill
Gates.
Bill Gates. I kept wanting to say Bill Clinton, but he's just the one that wears a dress. I love that those
not
pictures
the only
came
one.
back out today.
Not the only one.
Yeah, not the only one. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Sam here too. We'll paint a portrait for you next time. Sure.
My opinions on the vaccine stuff isn't very popular amongst our circles because, like, if it is some grand depopulation scheme, yeah, it's doing a pretty bad job because, like, there's definitely people that have had issues with it, but like, I don't know. I don't see the like, oh, well, in a few years, everybody's gonna be dead. Like, that's so unfalsifiable. You can't prove that. And like, I could find paper after paper after paper that shows like, hey, for this certain age range, it is more harmful than helpful. But then like, as you get older and older, it's like relatively just
like with every vaccine,
right?
It's like with every vaccine, right? Like,
it just what makes all of the red flags go up is like, why are you pushing it so like Like, that's what it is. So it's like that's when we go, well, hold on. So what the fuck is in this? Like, what is it? Like, what are like type of stuff? Like, I think maybe it's just the next one. Maybe that could. Who the fuck knows? All I know is, is it true that 19% of the American population didn't take it? That's it. Only 19%.
I'm not sure.
I thought it was more than that. I think it was like 25 or something.
That's still not a lot. That's still kind of a bummer.
And it was just the first one. It was the first one.
Yeah, like the one thing that sorry.
Yeah.
The one thing that people kind of get messed up too, that seems high. But like the one thing that seems a little high. The thing that people get wrong, even and like I kind of learned this from like learning stuff from like the nutrition sphere, is that like everyone talks about like the spike protein, how bad this is for your body, but like what they can't seem to understand is that like, okay, just because there's like a proposed mechanism of something that sounds really bad doesn't mean that that's going to be the way that it interacts in the human body. Like when people bring up seed oils, they always say like, oh, well, this is so inflammatory and it oxidates and it causes this and that. But though, like when you look at the human outcome data with seed oils, you see if they're actually like cardioprotective and your cancer incidence goes down, and like generally they're actually good for you in reference to like overall human health. So like I'm not here saying that like people should go get the jab or anything like that. I'm just saying like just because the mechanism sounds bad doesn't mean that in humans it will be bad. I didn't take it, my wife didn't take it, we're not gonna fucking take it, but just like be a little careful when people start going, oh, well, look, it's mechanism. Well, once again, how does this play out?
I'm also not smart enough to fucking care, to be honest. Like, I'm just like, fuck. I'm not taking it because you told me to. Fuck you. Like,
fuck authority. Yeah.
So I did the same thing. Right.
Kyle, even like the seed oil thing you mentioned, right? Where you're like, oh, well, like, and I go, yeah, it makes sense. But then I start to think like, okay, well, hold on. What were we using like a lot of that for, like during World War II, like lubrication for like fucking heavy machinery? Right. And then they're like, well, now we have a bunch of this to sell off, so cook with it. It's it's like hold on. Well, you just using this to lube up tanks, and now you want me to fry food with it. So there is like it's not wrong to be like, well, is it bad for me? You know what I'm saying? Like
no. And look, the only reason why I come at this, the only reason why I come to this now is because I was in everybody else's same boat. I thought, oh, these things are awful for you. They're what cause heart attacks. It's it's not the saturated fat. It's seed oils that's killing everybody. But then as I learned more and more, I'm like, oh, it's actually, of course, there's Sam hitting a bong. But like as I learned more and more, I changed my mind on it. That's kind of just like, okay, well, and I completely understand why people are skeptical of it because like, hey, this shit's in everything, and like. People are fat now, so what the hell's going on here? Well, if you look more into it, it's just people don't do anything anymore, and we eat more of everything, and the least of everything, like the least amount of more that we eat. Sorry, that's like a long way around it. We don't eat more protein. Yeah, like we eat less protein compared to everything else, but we eat way more carbs and fats. And then if you look at all the hyperpalatable foods, people eat more, or like more calories are in hyperpalatable foods from fats than they are of carbohydrates.
See, you probably know this more than I will, but like even going back to the seed oil thing, like isn't like certain seeds obviously they produce like a estrogen or soy to them, and like that's not good for us, like as in dudes, to be eating like a certain seed oils. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. Or like because we also like our body's really good at like not manufacturing, taking in like tallow and like animal fats. We're really good at like turning that around for a positive in our body, but not so good with like again the seed oil shit, because that turns into like I'm fucking this up. I'm not doing great, but like
that's okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things that like for dudes especially, not so much women.
Well,
but for us as men.
People freak out about soy because there's estrogen activity in soy. Now, from what I understand in the literature, and I really haven't like looked too far into this, that when you look at human outcome data, that soy actually doesn't like raise estrogen in men over time. Now, like what people freak out, oh well, it's got to be the microplastics, it's got to be this, it's got to be that, that's killing testosterone in men. How about everybody's just fucking fat? Why can't, like, how come that's not the first thing that we go to? It's got to be some large conspiracy. No, you're all fat, lazy pieces of shit. You don't do anything. We're far away from a survival scenario. So guess what? Because you don't have to go out and kill and fuck and do everything that's required of men, you know, from hundreds and hundreds of years ago, you don't need to make as much testosterone anymore. So there you go. That's your explanation. There's no conspiracy necessary. Are there some things that probably decrease your testosterone? Maybe, but like, that's not the big picture here. You're fat, you don't work out, and you have nothing pressing, so you have no reason to make testosterone. Therefore, your body's not going to make it. Simple as that.
I think that's part of it. And the only other thing that I would say is, you touched on it quickly, is most of us do not eat the amount of protein that prior generations before us had.
To Adam's
point about my shrinking taint.
Oh, that's
I was gonna bring that up.
Who's measuring children's taints? Let's talk about that. What happens when you go to the fucking hospital? They pick you up by your fucking leg and, all right, well, let's measure this taint.
No, they
let's
pick you up by the dick.
1.5 inches is too fucking small.
Yo, speaking of taint, you guys know that like that weird line we have like under our balls that go to our taint, like ridge line. You know what that is?
Yeah.
No.
What?
That was from when we had a fucking pussy in the fucking before we went to XX or XY, whatever the fuck we are.
I never
had XY.
Yeah, brother.
That's from our XX shit. Yeah. It's like a proto pussy, like we all have.
That's why we have nipples.
Yeah, same reason, except those just kept going, and the other thing stopped.
Okay, so another thing to kind of to go on to that point, actually, the effects of testosterone are so profound. So, like, as you're a guy in the womb, you're actually getting much more testosterone, obviously, than a woman would. But like that changes your physiognomy so much. So, like, even kids who were to get on, let's say, puberty blockers, they will still have like such a profound effect from the testosterone exposure from the time they're kids. So it's not just like you get on hormone blockers and you're good. Like it's a lifetime exposure kind of deal. Same deal with like LDL cholesterol. When people forget about that, it's lifetime exposure. Like if you have an elevated LDL for a long period of time, then you're more likely to experience cardiovascular disease. And once again,
I have a question. Is it gay being born? Because you're going out of the pussy? Like, are you gay?
I mean, I'm sure we've all had one night stands. Don't you pull out?
You want to hear one of the first bits I ever had when I was like 20 years old doing comedy? It was like one of the first.
Yes. I'm sorry, Sam is going in over there.
Yeah, that was like 60 years ago, so we got to understand the history.
Is that a mango?
This is when women were fighting.
He's got it on his face, bro.
I was doing stand up with fucking Lenny Bruce and fucking. No, one of my first ever bits was I said my cousin's gay, and I believe you're born that way because when my cousin was born, he was born via C-section, so he came out through his mom's belly. So ever since birth, that dude was avoiding pussy. I think it's a pretty good joke.
Watch this.
For 20-year-old Southern comedy, it's a pretty good joke.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
Yo, what is happening? You are the craziest psychopath on this show. And we're all pretty bad.
Yeah.
Luke, I will use Delta Sky Miles to fly to Arizona and hand you a strongly worded letter.
Dude, you were going in on that mango, and I fucking love mangoes for one. But yeah, dude, like it's actually my shorts are getting a little shorter. Watch you eat that mango.
Is that gay?
I got dirty.
No, it's all homo.
Is that
That's
gay?
bro. That's a bro looking out for a bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You guys want to start wrapping this up?
What is? Yeah, we can start wrapping it up. You got what you got for us at the end of this, Adam?
Nothing. I was gonna say we should just keep it to like around now. We're got another 5-6
Nothing.
minutes. So I'm just saying like we should just keep it to like an hour, because then we're gonna
I
start
like
going too fucking long, and it's gonna be like,
Yeah,
what are we talking about?
My mom joined the chat.
What the fuck are we
She
doing
just
here?
said disgusting. I
Oh,
don't know what
God.
she said disgusting.
I was
about.
just gonna say, I was like, yo, this chick, like the chick is destroying us, and she's right. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, this lady is right. We are disgusting.
Yeah, she was whatever she said disgusting about. She's probably right.
Accurate. Kyle's mom.
Yeah.
It was probably the your shorts getting shorter thing.
Yeah.
Listen, when I really like
I'm
mango.
sorry, Trish. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be funny. I didn't mean to disgust you.
See, so you've hit a bong. I'm pretty sure you had a peanut butter and jelly. You had a mango. You
No, I
had
ate
a
4
blood
pieces
pressure.
of breaded toast and 1 untoasted.
Okay, so
butter
4
and
pieces of
3
bread, a
garlic.
mango.
Reddit
You hit a bong. You had a blood pressure cuff. I'm amazed you have all this shit just sitting around your room like that. That is legitimately impressive.
Yeah.
Are you a big
I-
Minions
He
fan?
plans this out.
I have like guitars and then like empty supplement bottles to like shill shit, but I don't have like all that shit on tap.
I don't know.
I respect the hustle.
I just want to know what goes through your head when you are like, oh, we're doing this show on Monday night. Are you like, all right, I need 17 pieces of bread, a penis pump, 3 cats running around. What is your goal?
You did forget about me playing with a Lego Star Wars starship.
I
Yeah,
noticed.
I did.
It was an A-wing. I noticed.
Oh, was it A-Wing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Ahsoka yet?
Oh,
No,
so
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I did not.
Ahsoka's really good.
Ahsoka's pretty good. Yeah. My
Is it?
favorite Star Wars show so far was probably the first season of Bad Batch. I thought the first season of Bad Batch was absolutely fantastic.
The
Dude,
second season of The Mandalorian was fucking god tier.
It was
Pretty good.
yeah.
Dude, my like biggest
Yeah,
concern
yeah.
going to any Disney show lately was like, I'm like, I don't want to watch woke gay shit. So like, I just like, I don't want to start anything.
That's what Obi-Wan was kind of like. we're gonna
Obi-Wan
pander
was
to the black-
trash,
yeah,
dude. It was
we're
so
gonna
bad.
pander to the black women. That's essentially what that was.
It wasn't
Yeah.
even that. Like, can we? You know what?
It's
Take a
dumb.
woke shot at Obi-Wan. That chase scene when they chased Baby Leia through the fucking woods, whatever, might have been the worst thing ever filmed in a fucking show ever. Like ever in any facet. So bad.
If Obi-Wan had no woke shit, it still wouldn't be good.
Wouldn't have been good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
that show sucked outside of that. It was just a bad
Yeah,
show.
but like, why would you make a show about Obi-Wan when he was already like the main character for 1, 2, 3, and 4? Like, why
Well,
not
you could
make
have
it
made
about
it way
any
more
other
awesome.
show?
Well, you could. Here's the thing: you could have made it about him and just showed awesome adventures he went on that we never would have seen. But nope.
Well,
Like,
but,
can't
like,
do
why
that.
why not like Qui-Gon Jinn, like the one of the main characters from Episode 1, who was Liam Neeson, who I actually really liked Episode 1.
I always
before
like
that part.
Qui-Gon Jinn
Yeah, but, like,
because he
why
was
not
kind of
expand
like
on-
Yeah,
he was kind of
Qui-Gon
like
was
fuck
dope.
the authority, kind of.
Yeah, he was kind of like a gray Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Like,
was
why
like-
not expand upon him?
Yeah, where he was like, I'm just mad that they haven't expanded on Grey Jedis very much at all. Like, I
They
guess
won't because
Ahsoka
it's not-
kinda
it's
falls
not
to that,
canon.
but they
That's
haven't.
why.
It's not. Yeah.
They
It's
can
not
make
canon.
Yeah,
and they've made stuff.
but it's like some of
Yeah,
the best.
no.
It's like some of the best parts of Star Wars.
I know,
Some
I
people
agree,
think
but,
they're about to
but
bring the-
Disney ruined it again because they said everything canon now is only the original movies and what we put out, like the shows and stuff. That's it. Like they took away all the old shit. They like officially decanonized it.
There's a
That's
bunch
what
of
they did with
stuff
the
that
Old
they brought
Republic.
back in by making it canon, and plus they're going like in Ahsoka, they're going like past the fucking, they're going past the galaxy. So there's like a lot of talk about what that might be, like Star Wars theory and shit.
Well, that was it. They're carrying on from the end of Rebels, which not that many people were as big on as like compared to Clone Wars, but I thought Rebels was
I haven't
fantastic as
seen
well.
either
But
one.
yeah, no, it's good. It's
just
good.
the animated ones. I
think
believe
I think the thing that came out of the Star Wars since all the new shit happened is Rogue One. Rogue One was
Rogue
fucking
One
dope.
was excellent.
Amazing.
The last
But
scene
see-
with Darth Vader was hands
Dude,
down the best shit I've ever seen.
I jerk off to that nightly. Just fucking. I watched it before I
So
work
good.
out. Like you get hyped to that.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing
Yeah,
I
dude.
kind of didn't like was that they killed all the characters right at the very end. And I know it's a spoiler, but like, why'd you expand upon Andor when everybody knows, like, oh, this dude's gonna die anyways?
I questioned that too because, like, well, we know
Yeah.
the ending of this.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like there really isn't
That's
much
dumb.
of a story between that and him. Like, you can't really expand too much on it. Like, it's
Yeah.
only a few years you could possibly do. But this is what some people at Rogue One are like, oh, Star Wars is gay. I'm like, fine, but like Rogue One's like a war movie. You don't. It's like a war movie with like Star
It's a
Wars
war
theme.
movie.
It's like.
Yeah.
It's like World War II. Like it's like you could watch it. Like it doesn't really matter. You don't have to be like, "What's Darth Vader?"
Yeah.
And again, you cannot know Darth Vader and be like, "Yo, that was a cool scene." Like type of. So like it's still sick. Like because you know what I like about that scene, like the absolute it's like such an overpowered character being like, "You can't fucking stop me," and the look in those guys' face and be like, "Oh, we can't stop this guy." And he just slowly moving down the hallway, like with like it's a very intimidating powering thing in a movie.
Just the fact that you knew what was going to happen. I think that's why they killed off everybody. It was because like this isn't a happy ending story. Like this is not a happy ending.
People
story.
die in war.
That's
People
why,
die getting
a lot
secrets.
of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. And die getting secrets, and was one of the most important parts of what everything was based off of when the original trilogy. Yeah, the whole story. So
It is kind of funny though in Return of the Jedi, where they're like, you know that super cool thing we did in the first movie, and like it was a big deal. We're just built the second one, like in a matter of almost no time. By the way,
well,
like,
that's
okay.
what the reemergence of like the was it 7, 8, and 9? Like, hey, you know that really cool thing that was a problem in the original trilogy? We made it one bigger and kills 5 planets now. It's like, oh wow, this is original.
He was like, "You guys like A New Hope? Yeah, we're gonna do that again, but worse and woke." Oh, okay, well, I'm good.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a female character who has no personality.
No person. Dude, my favorite was the second one when was it Laura Dern? She was in it, and her character and they were just like slowly running away from the Empire shit that was fucking shelling them the whole time because like they couldn't run away. And what's his face? Oscar Isaac's character Poe was like, "What's the plan?" And she's like, "Don't worry." Like she's being a cunt, and then he's like, "Well, I'm gonna fucking mutiny this because we're gonna die." And then the whole point of it was like, men are so hot-headed. Women know what they're doing. It's like, no, and I believe it's been military men here, but not saying the plan is probably the worst military strategy of all time. So it's like, right? Like you pretty much want to be like, this is the plan. This is what we're doing. So we're all on board together. I'm not going to play coy with you. By the way, it was also for no reason. Like her whole point was like, you're a dumb man and I'm a smart woman and I know what we're doing. That was the whole point. There was no point besides that.
Yeah.
You'll catch that narrative in so many different.
So
like what? Oh, good.
90s sitcoms.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I just saw a whole video on this, and it was like we could finish it up, but I just saw a whole video on this, and they're like, there hasn't been a lot of female characters that have been like badass or blah 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 blah, and a lot of the argument against the new Star Wars and things like that is like, oh, Rey never Rey never went through training; she was just automatically good at everything, and we had a whole Luke Skywalker training to be.
The whole second
Jedi,
movie,
like all the men characters,
yeah,
all the male characters that we've had in like all these movies, whether it's Star Wars or fucking Lord of the Rings or fucking all these, they had to go through this great trial moment and they failed, and that's why they had to go back through this great big workup. And all the female characters that are getting put into a lot of these situations, they're just automatically good at things, and it's
Rey
actually I think like very poor. Yeah, it was just I think it's very poor, like role models, if you take it as that, like role models for women, because they're like, no, you're just born this way. And it's absolutely amazing when all of our male like role models in movies and stuff like that growing up had to go through this great decline and go back and build themselves up from nothing. It's the story of Rocky all over again and everything else. And it's just like, duh, like, hello, this is the point.
Also, like, look, you make a point, like all these dumb lefties and woke people who are like, you guys are just misogynistic. It's like, yes, I am, but like that's not why I hate. Like, there are strong like female leads, like again, Leia, first of all, one right there.
Terminator.
But let's move on from Star Wars. I don't know, fucking Ripley from Alien.
There's
one. Like, what are we talking?
Yes,
like Sarah Connor from Terminator. There's one. Like there's a lot of them. It's like, and they were great. And no one ever looked at Sarah Connor and went, there's a woman in Terminator 2. Terminator 2 is the best action movie of all time. And it's with a fucking female lead. Shut the fuck up. Good. Like, I'm over this bullshit. Like, it's called making a good movie.
They also fired Gina Carano.
Gina Carano's awesome and hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah.
All right.
The one good new movie. Yeah. The one, I'll just say this. The one new good movie that had a really good female lead was Prey. The new Predator movie.
Oh.
The black chick that's,
it
was really good. I loved it. Good. It was really good.
Watch.
You guys should watch it.
Oh, yeah.
I will. Oh, shit. All right. Well, this has been fun.
But other than that, yeah, you can find me at Keep It Real Luke on Instagram and Twitter.
Guys, everyone knows where we are. I need to come prepared with some stuff to talk about next week.
By the way, real quick. What does it say? Rogers rolled out.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Anywho, it's only 3-3. Josh Allen's playing like shit. He can't make a fucking throw.
God damn it. I know. Did you
follow
see
me
that
at
fucking interception he threw earlier? God,
yeah, it was terrible. Who was he throwing to? The fucking crowd? It was nuts. Go to at Adam Nutter, Twitter, Instagram. Come see me this Friday. Speakeasy Comedy in Philly. It's gonna be a fucking good show, good lineup coming out, and then other stuff, other dates down the road. Just follow my social for all those things.
Cool. Kyle Matovic, KYLE, on Twitter, everywhere else. Bands of Common Crown, Podcasts in Liberty and Health. Tomorrow, Sean Russell's going to come on. We're going to bullshit about 9/11, Spooks and Kooks. And that's all I'm also doing another podcast. I think it's called Cognitive Vigilance with Brandy Bishop and Ryan Malone on Thursday nights. And I'll probably have a Thursday show as well. So that's where you can find me.
Dude, I can't even do these two. Oh, by the way, go listen to Cult of Us, everybody. Cult of Us on YouTube, Cult of Us audio everywhere. Now, go download.
And I'm quitting podcasting, so don't find me anywhere. I'm
Thank
just
God.
going to be under a bridge, sleeping in a tent, and worshiping a sun god.
Thank God.
Fair. Thank God.
Anybody else?
You know where I'm at.
All right.